Gentlemen, are you like me and you're tired of feeling like you're wearing a trash bag? I'll tell you what, all these modern fibers, they're so synthetic and all the different chemical processes. I decided to start building out a better wardrobe. So in this video, my shirt collection 2025, I'm gonna show you where I'm at this point. It's still growing. It's always gonna be a work in progress. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. So if you've been watching the channel, you've seen me in this shirt, something like this or this. These are my Magellan shirts and I've had a bunch of them and I think they're a good look for certain occasions. I have about 5 more that are going off to the Goodwill, but these guys, I'll probably keep maybe 2 or 3 of them just if I go off on some fishing or expedition type thing, possibly a kayaking shirt. But other from that, I'm trying to get all these synthetics out. In fact, as summer comes, we'll see if I keep these at all, because I'm gonna be trying to get 100% linen shirts. I've seen several so far. I know Thursday Boot Company has some. I wanna keep some that kind of look like this to give off that travel adventure vibe, but I don't like what I feel in it. I feel like I'm wearing a trash bag. So I have a bunch of shirts back here. We're gonna go through quickly, one by one. We're starting with the most casual to the most formal I currently have. So I've done a lot of work and I've gone through my collection of shirts and I'm doing my best to get 100% cotton, 100% wool, 100% linen. I'm aiming to get 100% of one fabric. That's kind of based from Old Testament scriptures, but also there's just so much research coming out where there's certain frequencies that your body operates at, and linen, wool, cotton, they give off different frequencies. So it's gonna put you in a better mood. It's more healthy for you. I'm sure you've heard of different experiments with babies and different patients in hospitals using different fabrics and it actually heals them. We're not gonna belabor that, but this guy here is 100% cotton. Beyond the fishing shirts, I'm gonna say is my most casual. With the big checkers is a flannel, but it doesn't dress up too much. I think you could look really good. It's usually untucked, but you could tuck it in with a belt and I think look pretty sharp. This 100% cotton is gonna stay in my wardrobe with something like the Carhartt logo right there big and bold on the front. That is going to make it a bit more of a casual look, but still a very comfortable warm shirt for the winter time. This shirt here is probably equally as casual. This is a Columbia shirt. I did get this recently secondhand at a used store. It looked brand new when I got it. The reason this one still is going to be a bit casual is the buttons here. You'll see the Columbia logo, but the material, friends, is 100% cotton, and that's something I was jazzed about. I think, again, this is something I've buttoned and tucked in. I think it'll look good tucked in. This is new for me, and it's gonna stay in my collection for a while. I think this could replace some of my summertime shirts. If I'm not on expedition or out camping, hiking, this and that, I think this could go for that vibe as well. If you want just to fit in with the guys and have the fishing shirt look, you know, you might go for something like this, but I don't know if my aim is to fit in. I want to set an example. That's what I do here on the channel. So this shirt here, I've already worn in a couple of videos. This is Nautica classic fit and 100% cotton. It's again gonna be towards the bottom end, towards the casual and not formal wear, but it looks really sharp. This is a little bit shorter of a shirt, so I think it works good untucked. If a shirt's too long, it just bugs me being untucked and I think it looks really sloppy. It has nice cuffs here, but the pattern and the cut is definitely a little more casual, but certainly more refined than I'm used to wearing in the past. I like button-down shirts, but this is about what I've wore every single day. So this one, I think I could wear one of my waistcoats. It's not big enough around the neck for me to wear a tie, but this one, I think you can wear a nice blazer or something like that over it, and it would still look pretty sharp. So the Nautica and this shirt here, this is Banana Republic, are both thrifted. That's the way I've been able to quickly build out a nicer wardrobe and find items that I really want to wear. Again, 100% of one material or the other. This guy here is 100% cotton. It's a little tiny bit small for me in the arm length, but other from that, it's been a really good shirt for me. I think it's getting more formal. It's a nice warm green, obviously looks good in the fall, winter, and now into spring I might wear brighter colors and stuff like that as we head into spring, but just 100% cotton and another good option. I did a dedicated video on this, and this is what started spurring my interest and a little bit before I got this collaboration with Well Wish, I really started thinking about 100% this and that. This is 100% cotton again, denim. Has the pearl snaps. I was able to dress this up with the vest in a recent video, how to style the Hemingway jacket, and this looked really sharp. So depending on how you style it, I think it starts, you'll see folks use these in a little bit more dressier, business casual arrangements. Now we're working our way a little bit more towards stuff that you're gonna be wearing with a blazer. This is Chaps, and Chaps is actually a brand owned by Ralph Lauren. This is 100% cotton. I did go ahead and get this from a secondhand store, and it is another piece that looked brand new. I spend quite a bit of time in the stores looking them over, checking the cuffs, checking the pits, just checking for any kind of wear and tear. The label looks brand new, 100% cotton. So the thing about this shirt though is it's a little bit, the checks are a little bit bigger than I like. It's a little bit too busy, a little bit more going on than I would like. I have a black wool sweater that I put over this where you can just see the cuffs popping out. You can just see a little bit of the color. I paired it with a Christmas tie, and that's what I wore to church, and I thought that was fun. So I think I'll wear this around Christmas time, but I don't have as much use of it as I thought I would. This is a shirt I felt like was a steal of a deal. It was $6 or something, secondhand, and I don't know, a couple of these just look so clean, so mint, and I have not been one to go clothes shopping at a secondhand store. I just didn't have the mind space for it. I always thought they were dirty and kind of gross, and as I got into these, I'll tell you what, they are outstanding. This is Eddie Bauer, and it's a tall long. So this is something I don't think you'd want to wear on tuck. You guys can, think about that and do with what you will, but at a certain length, I think it needs tucked in. This doesn't fit me in the neck. I can't wear a necktie with it. I think you could pull off a tie with this pattern. Especially I have a couple solid color wool ties I think would give it some cool texture. Put a sport coat over this thing and you're gonna be looking really good. But the thing is, see how busy this is and just how much is going on there? You have too many colors in my estimation. Let's see, green, red, blue, white, gray, black, just too many colors. Something like this shirt here, you have like 3 colors, white, blue, and green, and it's not that bold, it's not that crazy. Just a really nice look going on there. Now we're gonna be getting into my formal end. Now this is not formal wear by any stretch, so don't hear me wrong. This is the formal end of my wardrobe right now. I have a few more shirts that I'm not bringing out today, but this guy here I did just get brand new. This is from Orvis. I really like Orvis as a company. A lot of what they have is kind of my style. So right now, at the end of 2025, if you want to know the gentleman's journey style, head over to Orvis and they got a lot of good stuff. I did get this off their sale rack. I think it was $23 or something. It was probably $40 to $60 off, so I found a good deal. Classic fit. It's a little bit too big in the fit around the chest and the stomach. I might talk about it later, but I've lost 35 to 40 pounds recently. So I'm also doing all this because I'm clearing out my closet. I mean, this thing fits me so baggy and so loose. That's one of the reasons I can't keep these anyways, is because they're all just too big for me. So that was a shocker, but of course, as you lose weight, you lose it everywhere in your face and everything. This guy here, 100% cotton. If I'm spending any kind of money, it's gonna be cotton or wool or linen. It's a tall shirt, classic fit tall. I think I'd probably be better in like a slim fit, but this one is way too long to leave untucked. Pair it with some nice brown, warm brown belt, a dark brown belt. You could wear loafers, you could wear my whole boot collection. A lot of the boots here you could wear with these guys. I think it's a really versatile business casual. If you work in an office, especially really have to dress up a lot every day for work, maybe a business casual Friday shirt or something on the weekends. Not gonna work if you need to wear a 2-piece suit. This will not be formal enough, it'll be too casual, but something to consider over there at Orvis. Next up, I got this in my hometown, which was kind of surprising because it's a really small thrift store. This is a Jos.A.Bank or Jos.A.Bank, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments, is it A, Jos.A.Bank or B, Jos.A.Bank. I'd be really keen to know which one you guys think. Tailored fit, this is 17 and a half, that's the neck, and then 34, 35 length in the arm. That seems to be really a good spot for me in the arms. I can get the neck and it's pretty good. I think 18 would be better for me. I just have a really big neck. So looking secondhand, it's hard to find anything that's gonna fit my neck, but this does, and I've already wore it with a tie. And something good about this, the checks are really small and there's not the color. It's not like a wild color like this. So you can wear it a lot more formal, if you will. You can pull this off in the right setup for a wedding even, I think. If you're like a wedding guest. You know, Jos.A.Bank isn't the highest end by any stretch, but it's getting there in terms of some of the brands I buy. I've been into one recently looking at getting fitted for a suit and stuff, and they have some good stuff. It's not my favorite store by any stretch, but I was happy to find this guy and it looks pretty sharp for me. Probably my most expensive shirt here, I did get this one on eBay. And that's even scarier than secondhand Goodwill or a thrift store because they take pictures and you just don't know till it arrives. But this is the Ralph Lauren blue label, and then they have the purple. They go down to brown. So you'll start learning some of the labels. So just because it's Ralph Lauren doesn't mean that it's necessarily their top end or anything like that. This is a blue striped, what they call an Oxford shirt. This is a classic fit, and it's gonna be 100% cotton. So this is exactly what I've been looking for. Other than the fit, this is a classic fit, and again, I'm gonna need the more of a slim fit. They have, I don't think it's called relaxed fit, but it's something that's even bigger than this. And this is an older shirt, and they might have changed on their website. I was trying to look. They might have changed some of the terminology, but at any rate, this is a classic fit. Fits me just a little bit big, but this is what I'm looking for. Kind of the fabric and the weave there is not like any of the rest. It's just a step above. Even though some of these are 100% cotton, just the way it's made, I really feel good in this shirt. So you'll be seeing more like this. This can definitely be worn in the office, you know, with all kinds of different suits and stuff like that, especially in the style I'm going for, a little bit more of the British kind of English countryside look, if you will. Again, a plethora of ties are gonna go with this shirt. This thing will go with any kind of tweed or just all your herringbone, any kind of pattern on your suit coats, a wide variety of colors. You know, you could throw this under a navy blazer, you could throw this under a brown, you know, it's gonna be very versatile. I have several gray jackets that this looks good under. It's gonna be more what you do with the tie. So love this shirt so much. And because that Ralph Lauren is striped, I'll just give that kind of one mark down on the formal. This is my last shirt here. I'll say that it's the most formal just because it's a solid color. And then really getting into formal, it just goes a whole different direction. But this one doesn't have the button down collar and that one did. So I think that's gonna make this a step above in terms of formality. This one here is Brooks Brothers. I did get it secondhand. It's a 17-inch collar, but it fits me, where that's a 17 and a half. So that was interesting. They fit right about the same, two different companies. The problem with this shirt is the sleeves are 33. Now they were just on the cusp of being too short, and I went ahead and bought it. I would say, I don't know if I fully regret buying this shirt, but I don't love the sleeve length. So it's about $6, so not a huge issue in my book. With all these shirts, you know, I only have 40 to 50 bucks. The ones I bought secondhand, I bought a couple new ones. The Ralph Lauren was like 30 bucks, and so maybe $100. You know, I'm just adding it up quickly. It took me about $100 to get out of these guys and into some nicer shirts. So I'm keen to know what kind of shirts you guys have. What do you think of those? What do you think of the direction I'm going in? Are these things that you've been thinking through in terms of fit, in terms of style, in terms of fabric? There's a lot going on here, but I'll tell you what, just like I said in the beginning and as I talk about in every video, this is the gentleman's journey. It's my journey of becoming a better gentleman. A big part of that is being better dressed. I want to treat folks, especially my wife, my parents, my friends, family, colleagues better. I want to set a better example in my community. And all that really is using Jesus Christ as the best example of what a gentleman should be like. You know, what better example do we have than someone who's a king and laid down his life so that we can have eternal life with him? just that idea of giving of ourselves, of humility. And as I talked about in the Ernest Hemingway jacket video, a quote from him, you're not trying to be, true nobility is not being better than your peers, but being better than yourself yesterday. So this is today, this is the end of 2025, and it was towards the last quarter of the year, if you will, that I really got into this idea of, okay, I need to change my wardrobe quickly. A lot of that was due to losing weight, and then a lot of that was, I just want to present myself better. And I'll tell you, you want to dress as good as the best person in the room. And with that, it's going to just give you a sense of pride. It's going to give you success. It's going to give you opportunities that you just haven't seen before. People are just going to treat you differently. And I think they're going to, treat you how you really want to be treated. And there's just so much to say about that. So I'm keen to know what you guys are wearing today. What brands do you think I should get into? And I sure hope you guys are enjoying all these videos we're putting out over here at The Gentleman's Journey. Until the next one, God bless. And hey, don't forget to give your shirts some love from time to time. If you like this one, we got a bunch of content just like this. Check out the channel. We have everything in playlists, anything from more men's boots to menswear. Check back often. We got a bunch of great stuff coming up on the channel. Till the next one, God bless, and we'll catch you then.